Right, I paused the game so I could finish my food and let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No, this guy forgot
Stanley
everything.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, sure. Let's go on the left this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ooh. Wait, did I get locked inside?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Don't be
No
so
reason to
pessimistic.
still be here.
Hmm.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna follow the game a bit. Then I'm gonna break some rules again. It's a nice office. Can't visit the bathroom. Oh well. This is a huge
Stepping
office.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Right. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, that's big passageway. Left to right? Guess I can't go right? Wait. I'm not gonna go there. It's just way too dark. I must admit, this is a brilliant game. With all this originality and creativity. Never seen this before. I mean, you get your standard shooters and strategy games and stuff, but this is very different.
He felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
See, I don't know if I should go there. I think I should go to the escape route. Mind control. And it seems cool, so I go there and then I probably get to that TV and it brainwashes me or something. I want to escape. Because I have all that freedom.
This passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't want to die.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
So I was right. You get brainwashed here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yeah, that's what I
What
thought.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Spoiler
himself.
room.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Where is 427?
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So where am I? Where's 427?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy?
There am I. It's that one. That one right there.
Had been manipulated to
Look.
accept it blindly.
427, can you see it? And then you just do that. Can you see 427? Right there. Alright, let's go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
That's what
For
he thought.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Fine, I'll do it. Not like I wanted to. They just tell me what to do, so I just do it. Did I break the game again? The game inside the game. It's very dark.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Bet not.
Yes. He
What do
had
you mean,
won.
yes?
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself
It's like
from
Terminator
someone
or
else's
something.
command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Hey, look at this, I have some
And yet,
peanuts here.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his
Like what?
co-workers gone? How
Oh, yeah.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. But
Yeah, this peanuts are nice.
perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
It's nice.
Was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's a big door, man.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
And then
skin.
can't move the character.
The
Yeah.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yeah, sure.
And Stanley was happy.
Woke up. Did I wake up? I think I'm gonna wake up. Or did I win the game? That was a short game then. It's never the end. Okay. So it's not the end. What does that mean? Wait.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are
What?
confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
1,327. I guess I have to remember that. For now, I'm gonna make the same journey, just like we usually do. We walk through here. There's nothing there. Then we pick a door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why? Let's go to the right.
This
Again.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Exactly. It's a nice room. All blue and stuff. Free food. Drinks.
Yes, really, really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Haven't been here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
We don't
Stanley,
have
I
stuff.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh. Who's her? My mom?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Jesus.
That's her,
This is
Stanley.
scary.
You need to be the one to do this.
So I'm clicking. Who am I talking to though? It's not cool. Just tell me who it is. Nah.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
This is extremely weird. It's like a horror game without all the jumpers.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing
right.
buttons,
Right.
doing exactly
Right.
what he's told to do.
Right, okay,
Now
I
he's
see.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
I'm actually eating stuff.
Now
Not
he's
lunch,
coming
but...
back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Not gonna press. Not gonna press it. I'm gonna press spacebar. Or click. Look, even if I don't have a computer, it makes computer sounds. That's how I am. Finally press V.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Right.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the
gone.
building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Time with the boys. I don't have any boys. She just told me I'm forever alone.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
It actually was. Because when I
As
was
he wandered
thinking,
through this fantasy world, he
I
began
thought
to
I'd
fill it with
actually
many
choose
possible
something.
paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Seriously?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
No. I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. But I know that this thing is not gonna go away because I already tried this. Then he's gonna prove to me that I don't listen. Not gonna do it. Fine, I'll do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
What is his
Not so
intended
different,
purpose?
I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
You
Perhaps,
must,
well, maybe this time he'll see.
So I should
Maybe this
listen to him.
time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley
don't.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Right. It said please die, and now I'm a bit worried. Because now I'm gonna have to die or something. Maybe if we go to that mind controlling thing and then go to the escape. That can work out well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The boxes.
Stanley decided
Damn.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now I forgot how to get to that mind controlling thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find an aunt coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Do you remember the code? I don't remember the code. 24.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Almost got it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm gonna go to the escape.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I want to see how violent it gets.
The
Like, do I
door
get...
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh yeah. It would be like Tarantino style, everyone just getting killed and stuff. And I died. What did I get from it? Do I get like a well done, or I just start over? I don't die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Come on. Ooh. This is
Farewell,
interesting.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine
don't know half of
crushed
these
every
words.
bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Do I get a woman narrator now?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive
Seriously?
as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Alright. So this is like where the... Oh my god. This is amazing. It's like playing God and stuff. It's nice, nice. Oh, so I finished the game. That's nice. I wanna go there. Oh, this is like the museum and stuff. It's really nice. I really didn't expect that of this game. Fighting aliens. So wait, so I'm dead or what? I don't get it. Like, I understood everything, like I don't actually make any of my choices and stuff, but I don't get it. Like, was I dead before? Did I die in real life? And that's why... Alright. Staircase, lounge, disobey. I love this. It's amazing. And it's nice that they put all of this, like how it was planned and stuff. Zending levers, I've never met this in the game. Still interesting though. Alright, so I guess this is it. We'll finish the game. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have enjoyed this. It was pretty fun being told what to do and doing the opposite, or actually following the rules. Um, it's very interesting, I must say. I've never seen this kind of game, and it's very, very nice. So if you liked it, get it, play it, tell me all about it, write to our channel something, message us, and do all that stuff. Yeah. Oh look, programming, Jesus. We have Jesus working on us. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. See you next time. Bye. Bye.